Hello everybody and welcome to my sketchbook tour. It's been quite a while since I've updated my sketchbook tours, so I've got quite a lot to show you. In fact, from the 27th of July to the 31st of August is this one. I'm going to show you what I did between then and then. Towards the beginning, I was just finishing the 100 days of Under the Sea, and I did this mermaid for it. She has a tail, and then I put some starfish down here, and I wanted to incorporate all the fish. I might add them later, but I wanted to finish it within a stream I had that I do on Twitch. So I'll get started. The next theme I decided to do was Flora and Fauna, and that is wildlife and flowers. So when I started doing Flora and Fauna after I had finished doing Under the Sea for 100 days. So now I'll show you. Oh, and that was also decided on a poll. I put a poll up. The things were Flora and Fauna, prehistoric, bugs and beasts, and some birds and things like that, but what one was Flora and Fauna with 13 votes. I think this is the right one, is it? I think I've got the wrong sketchbook here. Just a minute. No, here it is. This is the one. This was the one I showed you last time. So, this is another Pink Pig sketchbook. Hold on. I don't know why I'm thinking this is the... Sorry. Yeah, so I had finished this sketchbook last time. I was confusing myself, and I had started the other Under the Sea, and then this one was after. So I think I showed you all of these, but I'll show you them again quickly so that it follows on. Cowfish, I'm sure you saw that one in the last video. Yes, so here's when the Flora and Fauna starts. This is a mink. I decided to do just mammals because I want to do another project on birds. So I wanted to do all the wildlife but exclude birds. So that's it. A mink by the lake or dam or wherever it lives. They usually live near water. This is an otter. Cute little otter. Next. Oh, I forgot about this one. This is a beaver. Oh, and these are done in watercolours and gouache for some of it. And if you can see around the edge, I like doing the circles. I've done daisies around the edge. Let's do a bit of a close-up on that. I think I'll give you a close-up on them all. This was inspired by the song, if you've heard of it, it's that Badger Badger Mushroom song. It always makes me laugh. It's quite it cheers you up as well. But to some people it might be a bit annoying, like the song that gets on your nerves. I think this was the next one yet. Yeah, I do streams. I do some live painting on Twitch TV, and this was another one I did on Twitch TV. These are some hedgehogs, and if you can see, I don't know if the camera picks it up very well, but in this background is silver. It's a light silver. It's not my silver ink that I usually use. It's a silver watercolour that I have somewhere. I got this one in a box. This one. I think it's Koh-i-Noor. And it kind of just gives iridescent rather than being shiny. But there's some hedgehogs in love, and that one's pink because it's in love with the other one. In the next day, this is the 1st of August. Yes. This is the 2nd of August. I started to do flowers here, and these are some bluebells. And this was done. Oh, actually, this wasn't in watercolour. This is all in gouache. This one. Well, watered down gouache, and as I use it as well. Also, these were ones I did just before and whilst I was away in Scotland, coming up, because it's when I went away to Scotland. These are some peonies. I think I did this one on stream actually. Did I say this was the 2nd? So this must be the 3rd of August. It's the 3rd of August, some peonies. I like doing flowers. Because I was in Scotland, or going to Scotland, can't remember which date I went, but this is a pine marten and a thistle, because I was really inspired. And I think a thistle is really Scottish. So, and I think that pine martens are also from Scotland, so I did that. And on the 5th, this one's on the 5th of August, and I did this sunflower. It looks a bit unfinished, but I like the style of how it came out, because I usually finish them quite. I usually try and be really perfect. I try to be perfect with things, and I don't think this one is. So anyway, which one did I say this was? I'm losing count. 4th, 5th, 6th. So this is the 6th. I wasn't really feeling very well, and it was whilst I was actually away. And I did this pattern with pens. Anyway, that's what I did on that day. But I think it sort of ties in with flowers and fauna. On this day I did 2 fancy rats. They sort of look like hamsters, don't you think? But these are two mice type rats, you know, that people can keep as pets. And then I did this, another thistle actually, with a butterfly. Next I did this tiny pygmy shrew. They're a bit like moles, and these are done in watercolour and gouache. Mostly just gouache with these ones. Next I did this, these are called foxgloves, and we have them grow where I used to walk my dog Cody, and they have a lot of them grow down there by the dam. Next I did this hare. Last year I did the same one. On my Instagram I showed it side by side with another hare that I did. I'm quite happy with that. And And this is another flower. I was right into doing flowers this month, and I did these, what are they called? I can't remember. Dandelions. And this is a dandelion clock. Do you remember when you were growing up and you used to blow these and make a wish? On the was on the 13th of August. I saw this fox on Instagram, and it's one, someone had adopted it from being a tiny fox cub, and it, this fox, well, the owner has an Instagram of it, and I love looking at pictures of it, so I decided to do this fan art. The fox is called Juniper Fox, and it's just so cute. I just love looking at pictures of it and seeing its story, because it's just so nice that someone would take in a fox, and it must be so hard as well. But I just love animals. The next day was some roses. I just did a swirl and it turned into some roses, and on the background I did, well, this is my favourite colour at the moment, turquoise. Well, the actual colour of this is a gouache. I'll show you. If I can zoom in on this, it's called Cobalt Turquoise Light, and this is the Winsor & Newton gouache, and it's a really, really pretty colour. I'm not sure if it shows up on the camera how nice it is, but I really like that. Right, let's get to these ones. From the 15th of August, I decided to start doing these. It's ACEOs, and they're art cards, collectible art cards, and they're 2.5 inch by 3.5 inch this way. Anyway, I decided to do a collection of flowers, and they're in these sleeves to keep them nice. This one is some buttercups. Then I did these daisies. So next I did I'll just show you after this. I actually sold it. It's a flower called Fox and Cubs, and they're so pretty. They look like the dried flowers, but they're actually a weed that grows just anywhere, and I'll show you that now. I did these forget-me-nots. I love these little flowers, they're so pretty. Some forget-me-nots. Next, these are some wild primroses. They look a bit smaller than they are in real life, but after I did this one, I think they turned out similar to those, but they actually look a lot different. But I still like how they came out. Next, I did this poppy. I like poppies. Okay, so next part I'm going to do this a bit of a slideshow, because I have all these art cards. They are ACEOs, and another word for them is art trading cards, and all through August and September I did these. Some of them are missing because I actually sold a few, so in the next part of this I'm going to do a bit of a slideshow, quick slideshow of all these, including the ones I sold, but I just wanted to explain to you what they are first. They are 3.5 by 2.5 in size, and they come in these little sleeves. Actually, they keep them safe. Well, they don't come in them, I mean I put them in them. And these are all flowers. They're all a collection of flowers. Anyway, also these are all on my Etsy, and I'll link that below. I'll just do the slideshow now of all of them.